Were we just too rad for the internet?
I think we broke the internet. Wreck-It Ralph breaks the internet.
Damn.
That sucks. So we lost internet connection, or I don't know what happened. Where were we at? Sorry, guys.
Brady and Belichick.
Brady and Belichick. When Belichick leaves, Tom Brady's gone. You think it's Gronk's last year? I think so too.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
Sorry, guys. We lost connection. I don't know what happened. But yeah, I don't even know if it's Gronk's last year. Maybe he'll go somewhere. Nah, he'll retire. No, he'll retire as a
He's
Patriot.
Already said that he wants to retire as a Patriot.
Yeah, that's understandable.
And and he's had an awesome career.
Right.
So,
he gets hurt a lot, dude.
Yeah, and I can't blame him for being like, well, I'm gonna hang it up while I still have, mobility, and before I go out like
right.
Earl Thomas or a guy like that, or Richardson.
I don't think
years ago.
I don't think the offensive coordinator won't take the job, and I don't think Tom Brady won't not play with Josh Daniels. However, I think that's like an era type of a thing, the Belichick Brady era. I think it could happen where he plays with Josh Daniels, but when it's the end of an era, like maybe it's time to hang up the shoulder pads.
I'm thinking that probably whichever one happens first, either Brady retires or Belichick retires. I think both of them are kind of going to go out about the same time.
Okay.
Like an old married couple that die within like 2 weeks of each other. I think it's going to be like that.
I totally can see that too. All right, so back onto that NFC game, the Saints and Eagles.
Oh, okay.
Did you catch the last portion of it? Did you watch the game?
Yeah, I watched. Yeah, the only one I didn't watch the whole game start to finish was
the Patriots.
Was the Chargers Patriots, and I watched 3/4 of that game. I missed the first quarter.
Right. Okay, so in regards to the Alshon Jeffrey missed catch.
I don't think that was his fault.
I don't think that was his fault either. The guy, he should have came down with that ball. That was definitely a very catchable pass, and he let it slip through his hands. But that happens.
Nobody catches the ball.
Well, if you're DeAndre Hopkins, you do.
Well, okay, yeah, that's true.
DeAndre Hopkins.
I don't think he dropped a pass all season.
I know he did not drop a pass all season.
You're right.
He did not. Watch that video. I messaged you. We will. We'll check it out. I don't think it was his fault, man. I'm not gonna blame Alshon Jeffrey. What I'm gonna say is, however, he was tied with Zach Ertz for receptions, but he had more yards. Nobody else was catching not Golden Tate. Nobody was catching the ball like Alshon was that day.
True.
So you throw the ball to your best receiver in that position, and, at least he's not dropping it like Dez did. I don't know, man. I'm still just going to take a stab at the Cowboys the best way I can.
Man, I look at it the same way that everyone was just crapping all over Cody Parkey.
Yeah, no. And that ball was blocked.
That ball was tipped.
Yeah. Well, it wasn't blocked. It was tipped. Yeah.
But even at that, a 43-yard field goal attempt.
Right.
That's not a little gimme chip shot, even for a professional.
Right. I absolutely agree with that. Like I was saying and that's just very, very comparable, man. I like that you brought that up because Cody Parkey was scoring all of the points for them. And we talked about this last week. Alshon Jeffrey was making all of the catches for them.
Right.
Alshon Jeffrey was the better wide receiver to take in that position, this situation.
At least for this game.
Yeah. For this game. Yeah. Sometimes it happens, man.
Yeah. I mean,
it could have really gone either way.
It could have.
We could be watching the Eagles play the Rams next week, and then it would have been a give me for the Rams.
I think so, yeah.
You know? I don't think the Eagles would have stood a chance against the Rams.
No, I don't think so. I think that would have been like Edward Norton in American History X. Like, that would have been bad.
Right. Everyone is bashing Chargers and Colts, but at this point they won as many playoff games. That's true. That's true. Dennis, they have. That's true. You know, I'm
just disappointed by the outing that both of those teams had this weekend.
You could have played. I'm more so disappointed in the Chargers than the Colts. The Colts had a bad game.
I thought both of those teams would have put up more of a fight.
Right.
I thought these games were going to be more like.
I thought it was going to be a way closer game in the Chargers game, though.
I thought it was going to be more like the Saints-Eagles game where it was.
I thought the Saints were going to destroy the Eagles, and then they came out and scored 14 points unanswered.
Yeah, I did too.
Not what I thought was going to happen.
Yeah,
nothing this week happened the way I thought it was going to.
Yeah.
Nothing. Damn. I don't. But if you really break it down, you really look at it, you really just take a step back and look at the entire season, these were the 4 best teams.
Oh, for sure.
Throughout the year. These were undisputably, record-wise, seeding-wise, these were the 4 best teams.
Well, and that's why this weekend we're watching 1 and 2 and 1 and 2.
You always have those wild card guys, and it's always nice to see. I always liked, but legitimately, if the Eagles had beat the Saints or the Cowboys had beat the Rams, do you really see either of those teams beating whichever they had to have played? No, me neither. And same goes, I don't want to talk about it on the AFC side. I legitimately think the Colts are the only team in the playoffs on the AFC side that wouldn't have gotten into the Super Bowl if they were in the position that they were in. If that makes any sense in what I'm trying to say.
Kind of.
And I don't know how I'm trying to word this, but the Colts were a good team this year, but I think they made it further than
they made it further than I thought they would.
Yeah, absolutely. That's kind of where I'm getting at. Great team this year. Good job. Love seeing Andrew Luck pull that off. Colts were a surprise to me this year. Wasn't expecting them to go so far. Yeah, Justin. Exactly. Devin. Dennis, stop trying to make... Jeez, you guys. Nick and Max Kellerman or whatever his name is. Nick is the new Max Kellerman. Jeez, man. I like that, though. I like that. I like Max Kellerman. He's a good guy. Chiefs suck, Josh says. Jeez. You guys, man, I like it. It's
brutal in there.
Feisty in the chat. What a crazy season, though. Crazy season. Like I was saying, these were definitely the 4 best teams. And when we were talking week 3, week 4, week 5, and these teams, I think all of them but the Patriots
had kind of a slow start.
Every team that is in the playoffs right now were undefeated through week 5, I believe, except for the Patriots. Because the Patriots lost the first 2 games, I think.
I think so.
I know they lost week 1. I think they lost week 2. Not 100% positive.
I'm not sure. I think they lost week 3. But anyway, it doesn't matter.
Whatever. At the point of week 4, week 5, all of these teams were we were talking about them being the team to beat.
Right.
And we are where we are now. So let's take a step back and look at this. I'm going to go to the website here. The NFC side, you have the LA Rams going into the Mercedes Superdome. Who you taking? Why you taking them? Let's talk about it. Let's be about it. Let's do it. Here's the stats for both of the teams. The Rams are second in offense to the Saints 8th. Both teams are 13-3, by the way. Defense, 19th and 14th, Rams, Saints. Passing 5th, passing 12th, rushing 3rd, rushing 6th. This is in New Orleans. And I do want to point out the fact that last time the Saints made it, and the only other time that the Saints made it, the NFC Championship, they won the Super Bowl. Actually, stand corrected. I'm wrong on that. I know that's wrong. But the last time they were there, they won the championship. Where are you at?
Man, I'm liking the Saints in this one.
Liking the Saints?
Yep.
That's one about the Seahawks. Josh, who's your team? Pats are undefeated at home. Go Seattle, playoff team back. Week 6, go watch these guys' videos. Tom Brady has won 28 playoff games compared to Peyton Manning, who has been 27 in the playoffs. That's true too, Devin. Pictures all day. I'm taking the Colts at 14, City of Championships. Yo, I do want to point out the fact that I forgot to mention it. Tom Brady threw, I can't remember what the number was, but he tied Dan Marino for third most consecutive playoff games with a touchdown pass. Third most consecutive of all time in playoff games. So, the guy is very tenured. That's all I just want to point that out. But, yeah, everybody looking at this, you like the Saints at home?
Which is funny that the guy who has the most Super Bowl wins just tied a guy who only went to one Super Bowl.
Right?
Interesting.
We'll talk about it.
I mean, it's history. It happened.
Right?
Now, I'm liking the Saints.
I like the Saints too, man.
I like the Saints if their defense can put pressure on help me out here.
Jared Goff?
Jared Goff. Yeah, there we go. Thank you.
That's the problem, though. That's the problem with Wyatt. Unfortunately, I'm picking the Rams.
Okay.
I want to pick the Saints. I'm going to be rooting for the Saints. I'm picking the Rams because I don't think Jared Goff needs to get into a sling the ball down the field match with Drew Brees in the Saints defense. It doesn't have to happen that way because the Rams are going to run the ball with C.J. Anderson, Todd Gurley, especially after the game that they had last week.
Yeah.
And they're going to control the clock. It's not going to be a high-scoring game. And the Rams are going to come out there and control the clock, run the ball, and Drew Brees is going to be slinging it the whole time. Alvin Kamara is a phenomenal running back. Don't get me wrong. I think the Rams defense is going to have a number up on this one because they're not going to be on the field as much as the Saints defense. I'm taking the Rams, unfortunately, and I think it's going to be because of clock control.
I like that, actually. But I'm still
going to take the Saints. I'm rooting for the Saints. Don't get me wrong. I don't want to see the Rams win. I don't. But I think because of clock control and the run game that is phenomenal over there in Los Angeles for the Rams, I think that's going to be I think that's going to be the winner there. That's going to be the ticket. Haters going to hate. Read the Wells report, Brandon. True so far. Let's talk again in the future. What? Okay. All right. So, yeah, I was going to pick New Orleans, but I looked into a little bit more stuff after I'd already wrote that. I'm rooting for New Orleans. I gotta go with the Rams, man. So, Rams in the Super Bowl, Saints in the Super Bowl. That's what we're looking at. Who's their opponent? We're looking at the Patriots, the 5th best offense, versus the Chiefs' number 1 offense. 11-5 for the Patriots, 12-4 for the Chiefs. 31st in defense for the Chiefs, 21st in defense for the Patriots. 8th in passing for the Patriots, 3rd for the Chiefs. 5th in rushing, 16th in rushing. Last time these two teams met was in October, and the Patriots won by a field goal. This is in Arrowhead Stadium. It's going to be loud, as it always is. I think it was in Arrowhead on Monday Night Football that they lost to the Patriots.
I'm not sure.
October 14th. I'm not 100% positive, but I think it was. It was by a field goal, and it is going to be damn cold. Man, I want to drop an F-bomb so bad. I don't want to say this.
But we're both going to say it.
I'm going to pick the Patriots, man. Gary, I'm rooting for the Chiefs so bad. I think the second that Patrick Mahomes is getting smacked up by the defense of the Patriots, dude, I think it's going to be a rough game for the Chiefs, man. I want the Chiefs to win. I'm rooting so hard. But if I'm a betting man, which sometimes I am, my money is going on the Patriots and the clutch performance of unfortunately saying TB12 in the playoffs, man. I think we're looking at a Patriots-Rams Super Bowl.
Oh, I'm picking Patriots Saints, but yeah, I mean, I only gamble with my life, never my money. But you can't sit here and tell me, like, oh, it's going to be loud, it's going to be cold, that's going to affect Tom Brady. I don't believe that for a second. I don't think that if Patrick Mahomes gets pushed around by the defense, he's just going to fall apart like Jared Goff would. And that game in Arrowhead last week against the Colts, it was cold, it was snowing, Patrick Mahomes threw the ball. And he did pretty good. But I say all that, and I'm still going to pick the Patriots to win that game.
Unfortunately, man. Gary, I'm sorry, dude. I hope you crap a whole bunch of money, man. I really do. Devin is right, though. Devin said it. You cannot sit here and tell me. I'm telling you, I got the Seahawks flag back here. I hate the Patriots. But you cannot be a football fan, a legit football fan, and not look at Tom Brady in the franchise of the dynasty of the Patriots the last 20 years almost.
And this is their 8th AFC title game
straight
in a row.
Straight. Is that more impressive than LeBron James's 8 straight finals appearances? I think it is.
Yeah, I do too.
I think it is.
Especially considering
there's more talent deep.
Well, that and time after time, Brady has taken a pay cut just to stay with a team that's going to win.
Absolutely.
LeBron's just like, Yeah. What's up, Warriors?
Yeah. I'm trying to get those rings, dog.
Yeah.
Bring everybody.
Bro, you're not Sonic.
Yeah.
Get out of here.
Yo, I'm telling you, though, I appreciate, as a football fan, how great the Belichick and Tom Brady dynasty. It's a dynasty, and it's been for 20 years.
Yeah.
Not exactly 20 years, but
pretty close.
Just ever since I've been watching football and I fell in love with football watching Kurt Warner. Yo, I'm telling you, dog, when they beat the Rams in the Super Bowl, that's when I knew, like, I hate this team. I hate this team. And that's when you know that that's a dynasty team.
For sure.
I've been watching football for years, man. I'm telling you. You cannot sit here and tell me that just
and
you do not, you know? Absolutely agree with that. Jeez, man. Oh, that sucks. Yo, I did see somebody say, way back in the comments, go M's, go Sonics, go Seahawks. Yo, shout out to you for all the Seattle love.
Yes.
I like it. No defense in the NFL has slowed down the KC offense. The KC defense plays the same way it did against the Colts. It's over for New England. I hope so, Michael. I hope so. They got the 1 seed.
But you're playing the 31st defense.
Yeah.
Yo, if that defense that played the Colts shows up, yeah, it's going to be a much closer game. If that defense that played the Seahawks shows up, it's going to be a freaking bloodbath.
Somebody tell me, yeah, that's true though too. Somebody tell me, I don't know off the top of my head, but homeboy he's a safety or a cornerback for the Chiefs. He had like lymphoma or something like that. He came back. I think it's Eric Berry.
I
think his name's Eric Berry.
I've read this story, but
he's back on the field and he's impressive. Like he turns the defense around, and he wasn't on the team the entire season. I'm not telling you that this guy is gonna sway the tides of the football game, but
as a Seahawk fan, I mean, we saw this earlier this season. The defense played different once we got Earl Thomas back. So yeah, one guy can, make the defense play differently.
Although I think Gronk is done, Rich says he's going to do something special before the season ends. Go Celtics. Ha, the Colts don't have a Patriots up. Who does Andrew like? Everything see them. They're getting into the Colts and Patriots argument every single time. You guys, man, I'm telling you. Go Celtics, Josh says. Okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Go Sonics.
Please say so.
We got next, though. Next.
I'm sure that's.
Man, it is what it is, man.
El Paso's gonna get a goddamn NBA team before
Don't tell
Seattle.
me that stuff. Probably Vegas.
Well, yeah.
Probably Vegas. But what I was saying was you really got to step back and look at it as. I understand that Gary says this 31st defense. I get it, Gary. This is the season. That's what NFL stats says. No. That's what NFL. Yeah. Go on NFL.com, go to the schedules, and click on that game, and you tell me that the Chiefs don't have the 31st defense. And it says does not say that in their league rankings. I'm looking at it right now. I'm telling you. Whether I agree with the numbers or not, I don't know how they're ranking them. I'm just telling you what NFL.com is telling us. And I understand this is the new Chiefs. This is not the Chiefs of 1970. This isn't the Chiefs of 1990. This isn't the Chiefs of 2017. This is the Chiefs now. When we were talking about how the Chiefs hadn't won a playoff game since the 90s at home, and they did that.
I know.
Stuff changes. I get it.
A lot of jokes from me.
It did, but things change, So yep. I'm just going.
I'm not about it. I mean, the Chiefs have been an exciting team.
It's a great team. I'm not trying to get you bent out of shape, Gary. I just feel Tom Brady's clutch in the playoffs, man. I don't care who's on the team. Tom Brady's throwing the ball in the AFC Championship game, I gotta pick Tom Brady, man. I'm sorry. That's just.
I'm not sorry. I don't care. Just.
That's fake news. I'm sorry, man. I'm just telling you, Gary. All right. So that's my picks. I'm taking the Patriots and the Rams to be in the Super Bowl. Good luck on the picks, man. I hope I'm wrong. I don't want to see the Patriots or the Rams in the Super Bowl.
So secretly go Chiefs and Saints.
That's not even secretly. I'm rooting for the Saints and I'm rooting for the Patriots. This is playoff time. This is to go to the Super Bowl. I don't have a dog in the fight. I will tell you, I want the Saints to win. This is not superstitious shit. I want the Saints to win. I want the Chiefs to win. If the Saints and the Chiefs are in the playoffs or in the Super Bowl, I'm taking the Chiefs.
Yeah.
Yeah? Yeah. I'll take the Chiefs. With the Rams and the Patriots, I'm taking the Rams. With the Patriots and the Saints, I take the Saints. I think the NFC is deeper than the AFC.
I don't know.
You don't know that one?
About that.
You don't know. I think the NFC is deeper. I think we could see the Saints pulling some trickery with, Nick Foles caught a touchdown in the Super Bowl last year. I could see Drew Brees catching this. They did an onside kick at halftime in 2009. They're gonna do some trickery stuff.
Yeah,
and the Patriots aren't gonna be ready for it. If it's the Patriots, if it's the Chiefs, it's just gonna be a slugfest, and either one could win. But I'd still pick the Saints.
Yeah.
We'll talk about it next week when we have teams set. I'm in the money. Numbers win bet and Wilson and his team. Those team accomplishments, but nice try. Chiefs will win. Honestly, if the Patriots make it, they are winning. Mr. Clutch TB12. Man, I don't know where we're getting all these Patriots fans from, but sheesh.
You guys stick around because I'm going to need you for baseball season.
Yeah. This guy, he's a Boston Red Sox fan.
Yes, I am wearing a Mariners shirt right now.
And Mariners at heart, though. He won't really tell you this, but he loves the Mariners more than the Red Sox.
I don't know.
He does. Nick, you and your predictions are good for me. Whatever you predict, take the other side. So I feel really good about my Chiefs winning and winning the money. Thanks, Gary. I'm so glad that my picks have been so wrong and winning you some money. I'm super glad for you, Gary.
Hey, we're not doing this as a joke. This is what we actually think. Yeah. We're not smart men.
That's very true. All right, so, we're running down to the end of the wire for the NFL season, which means we are no longer going to be geared up talking our entire segments about the NFL. So we're going to start trying to transition into talking about other sports because we're talk interference sports, not talk interference football conversation the entire time. That would be a long name, but
yeah.
So we're going to start working on talking little by little. We're going to start adding in like wrestling and paintball and NHL, NBA, whatever the group of talk interference sports collectively comes up with as a conversational piece, we're going to start talking about it. So I know that you came up with some AP poll stuff for wrestling.
Do you want to do that, or you just want to do the match between Penn State and Wisconsin?
You can do whatever you want. If you want to read both of them, go for it.
Let's do the top 10.
Okay.
Top 25.
I'm going to use the restroom real quick.
Okay.
And we'll go ahead and talk about some wrestling real quick.
Yeah, college wrestling.
College wrestling. I'll be right back.
WWE or
Yes.
F or whatever. All right, so I'm just going to run down the AP poll rankings, just the top 10. And I have their records here too. So at number 10, you have Cornell University with a 5-2 record. Number 9, you have Nebraska with a 7-2 record. Number 8, NC State with an 11-2 record, followed by Minnesota, number 7, with an 8-2 record. Number 6 is Michigan, who's undefeated at 6-0. Number 5, Missouri is 11-0. Iowa is number 4 and 7-0. Number 3, Oklahoma State, and they're 7-0. And number 2, Ohio State, 7-0. Oh, I'm sorry, Oklahoma State is 7-0, not 7-2. And number 1 is Penn State, and they're 6-0.
Penn State is number 1?
Yes.
Okay.
And they have been.
Where was Nebraska?
Nebraska is number 9.
Okay. All right.
And then, I don't know, later we can go through the rest of them if you want.
Okay.
All right. So there's a coming up match between Penn State, who's number 1, and Wisconsin, and they're ranked number 10th.
Okay.
Okay. The last match that Penn State had, they beat Northwestern, and Northwestern is, I have it written down. Nope, I don't. They're not ranked. Anyway, they beat them 33-8 in that duel, and that's the team. So no team has scored more than 8 points against Penn State.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So do you know how
that's really dominant?
How they score a wrestling duel?
Yeah.
Okay, so and Penn State is the defending 2018 NCAA champions. And out of their starting lineup, they have 9 ranked wrestlers, and 4 of them are top seeds.
Okay.
Wisconsin, on the other hand, ranked number 10th. Thank you. They have a 6-2 record, and their losses are to second-ranked Ohio State and 24th-ranked Rutgers.
How are they so high up if they're losing to 24? That's what I don't understand about college sports.
There's other teams that aren't ranked in the top 20.
Right. Okay. All right. Go ahead. Continue.
So their 2 losses are to ranked teams, so they're going to be higher than a Stanford who's undefeated, but they haven't played any. They haven't had any duels against any ranked teams.
I get you. I understand.
Okay, so in this, there are 3 matches to go over, but I'll get to the third one. Anyway, all right, so the first match to watch that's going to be good is the 125-pound weight class, and I am going to butcher this name. Devin Shoop, and versus he's Penn State. I'm going to do all the names are going to be Penn State first. Versus Connor Brown. Okay, Devin is the only unranked wrestler in Penn State's starting lineup.
That's impressive.
Yeah, that team is stacked.
Jeez.
And he's going to face Connor Brown, who's ranked number 15th.
What weight class is this?
125.
125. Okay. All right. Sorry. Go ahead.
Okay. Devin has an 8-9 record, and he doesn't have any experience wrestling a ranked opponent.
Okay.
Whereas Connor Brown, He finished 4th in Midlands, which is a tournament. And he has a 9-3 record, and he has beaten the 14th ranked Travis Petrowski.
Okay.
Dear God, that name's
sorry if we said your name wrong.
Yeah. Please don't find me. So that's that match. So that's going to be a good chance for Wisconsin to get some team points there.
Devin says, in all seriousness, Eric, is this on TV? I'm down to watch some wrestling. Never want to fight a wrestler. Remember Brandon Yike? Yes.
Right.
Brandon Yike.
That guy was a beast.
But
no, this match actually isn't going to be televised.
I don't know if
not many of them
these specific ones are televised or not, but I know if you go onto like ESPN2 during the day, like midday, sometimes you can find wrestling on there.
The last one that I talked about last week, Ohio State and NC State.
Right.
That one was on ESPN2. All right. So, and then the second match, this one is going to be awesome. At 165 pounds, you have first-ranked Vincenzo Joseph, and he's going to go up against third-ranked Evan Wick. I'm just going to go with the last name because I'm not going to do that first name again. So Joseph, the guy from Penn State, he's a 2-time NCAA champion. This year, he hasn't faced anyone ranked as high as Wick, but he does have 13 wins.
Does he have any losses?
No.
Okay.
No, he's undefeated.
Okay.
Wick on the other side placed third last year in the NCAA tournament,
which Joseph finished first.
Yes.
Okay.
And he has one loss, and that was a 4-3 decision against second-ranked Alex Marinelli.
Okay.
But he has beat ranked opponents. He's beat 5th-ranked Josh Shields, 6th-ranked Isaiah White, 11th-ranked Demetrius Romero, and 12th-ranked Bryce Styrett, whatever.
I got $10 on Evan. Venmo me. Oh, damn. Okay. That sounds exciting.
So
that's like really like interwove like that 1, 2, 3 guy in that weight class. Right. Sounds like they're like constantly like, back and forth.
And the only reason that Evan Wick probably didn't place higher or being either winning or placing second is because he didn't really have much of a chance to wrestle last year because of an injury.
Okay.
And then he was a red shirt the year before that.
Okay.
So
he's a young kid.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he still has a lot of future there.
Okay. So
and there is another one, the heavyweight match. But Penn State hasn't announced who they're going to start yet.
Okay.
So it's either going to be the starter from last year that I can't remember his name. Actually, I can't remember any of their names because I didn't write it down because I didn't want to just guess.
Right.
But the other guy, he's actually wrestling up because he was 197 and now he's wrestling heavyweight. But he's ranked number 4.
Okay.
So, and the guy from Wisconsin, he's unranked. So, depending on who starts for Penn State, it could be another opportunity for Wisconsin to put some points on them.
Right. Okay. That's exciting.
Yeah.
I like that. Okay.
No, this I wish it was televised because this is going to be a hell of a match.
I mean, you might be able to find it on YouTube. I'm going to try and look that up.
Yeah, maybe.
Other news, MLB. All the spring training workout dates have been released today for all 30 clubhouses.
We're like two months away.
It's in February. It's in February. It seemed like most of them were being released on Valentine's Day up to the 6th. And then I think the Yankees were the latest team to be still doing the workouts on the 19th or 20th, something like that.
Oh, this is workouts.
Workouts.
Oh, okay.
I was spring training schedule yet, but this is for workouts.
Okay.
No major signings in terms of free agency, but I'm hearing Harper's looking towards the Phillies, White Sox, and/or the Nats. I'm not hearing much on Machado other than minor details that the White Sox have sent formal offers to him, but I haven't heard any responses. And sounds like pretty much anybody else that is still like looming that is a major free signing or free agency signing is kind of like waiting in the wings for Machado, Bryce Harper, and what's the other guy?
What team is he on?
Machado and basically Machado and Harper. Once these two guys sign, I feel like the rest of the chips will start falling. But
Right.
Have you watched any basketball?
Kept up with any? Did watch the Warriors put up 51 points in a quarter.
Yeah, bro.
Actually, I didn't watch the game. I watched the highlights.
Yeah, I did the same thing. I'm going to start watching more. Got a little bit of highlights of the week, but, now that we're getting in the stride of the NFL season coming to a head, I'm going to, with NHL and NBA, start doing a weekly top 5 ranking.
Okay.
That's what I'm going to start doing. So we're going to start talking some NBA. We're going to start talking some NHL. And the nights prior, I would like to talk about the scores and maybe just like a little bit here and there of the scores of the night prior. So,
okay.
I don't know if you heard this, but LeBron James is injured. But LeBron James is cleared for practice again. So, unfortunately, we have to start watching LeBron James some more.
I'm counting on wrestling and rugby to carry me through the baseball season.
Got it. Dennis says Devin Griffin versus Devin Schaefer pay-per-view $49.95 coming this summer.
That's cheap.
I'll pay that.
What are you guys going to do? Argue at each other?
Yo, Soulja Boy and Chris Brown can shove it. I want to see Devin and Dennis get it. I want to see Devin and Dennis get down. We'll cover it, dude. We'll get down. Let's do it. Let's set this up. We'll get some athletic commissions going or something.
You can do it in the backyard.
You can do it in the backyard. I'll set up a ring, bro. Let's do this.
Well, your house is on it.
So that's gonna be that'll make it a little bit more interesting. You heard Harper's going to the Yankees. No one wants to go to the White Sox. Machado, $230 million for 5 to 10 years. That's just in. Mariners are now a minor league team. That's so true, though, man. Damn, bro. You got to stop that. Bring back the Sonics already. Zach, I'm telling you. Yeah, I'm telling you, bro. So I'm not only just wearing this jersey, but I'm wearing...
I think it's a felony if I hit an elderly man.
Damn, Devin. Jeez, bro. I don't know how old Dennis is, but it'd be fun to watch. Let's do it, guys. Let's set it up. We'll sponsor it. Last night, Pacers topped the Suns 131-97 with 7 players scoring double digits. 76ers score their most points since 1990 in their win over the Timberwolves, 149-107. I always love seeing Oklahoma City Thunder lose as the Hawks finished them 142-126 with Collins scoring 26 points and Young notching a double-double with 24 points and 11 assists. Milwaukee is still red hot, beating the Heat 124-86 with the Greek Freak getting a triple-double, yo. telling you, 12 points, 10 rebounds, 10 assists in 24 minutes.
Damn.
Yeah, bro. Beasting out there.
Wow. No, they're still behind the Raptors, right?
The Raptors have a 33-12 record.
Okay.
The Bucks are 31-12.
Okay.
The Warriors set an NBA first quarter record with 51 points scored in the first quarter. Curry and Thompson both put up 31 points, and Cousins is still waiting to make his Golden State Warriors debut Friday against the Clippers. Man, when Cousins gets in here, bro, I'm telling you, like, I feel like the Golden State Warriors are a good team this year. Like, for sure. Like, absolutely. Like, there's no doubt.
They have like 30 All-Stars on
But they're like, kind of like, as you watch prior seasons, I feel like they're kind of coasting until they get Cousins back. Then we're gonna see a huge spike in the Warriors. I'm telling you, Cousins is gonna, oof. Anyway, I don't want to dig too deep. Just going over quick cliff notes. Lastly, the Lakers topped the Bulls 107-100 with Lonzo knocking in 19 points, 8 rebounds, and 6 assists. My top 5 teams right now, as it stands today, the Raptors at 32-12, the Bucks 31-12, Golden State. I don't know why I put Golden State twice. I messed this up. Golden State is third. And then the Denver Nuggets are 29-14 is the Denver Nuggets. And then the Trailblazers at 26-19. I like seeing them. The Trailblazers are doing pretty good this year, man.
I'll have to start watching this.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, I will not claim the Trailblazers for a team. Don't twist that.
They're close.
So are Colts fans. Isn't it a hate crime to hit a Patriots fan? I like it. Can I call in? It is because, hey, dude, you can call. Yeah, I'm telling you, we'll take a call from you next week, man. I'm okay with that.
Oh, yeah.
We're going to discuss some things before I have you call me and I have you air live.
Probably a good idea.
Clay over Steph. Golden State should be 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. I'm telling you, bro. Telling you. So we're going to move on to NHL. And then I think if you got anything else to add to wrap it up.
Yep.
NHL. I'm getting excited because we are hitting the trade deadline, boys. Ladies and gentlemen, we're hitting the trade deadline. It is coming up. So next week there will be a lot to talk about. And I'm going to slam on some NHL and we're going to start talking some hockey. Canadiens forward Paul Byron has been suspended for 3 games without pay for charging Florida Panthers defenseman Mackenzie Weegar. In Tuesday's game between the Canadiens and Panthers, Byron was given a minor penalty for charging on the play that took place during the second period. The forward will also forfeit $18,817.20 to the Players' Emergency Assistance Fund.
That's not that much.
An NHL player does not make the amount of money that.
That's not that.
No, NHL players do not make nearly as much as MLB players and or NFL players, even basketball for that matter. That's a lot for a charging call, man. Anyway, last night,
slap on the wrist,
and I'm disappointed. Don't do that again. Pay $18,000. Don't pass go. Give me that. Last night, the Islanders win in overtime against the Blues. Heartbreak.
Right,
Blues fans, yeah, I know, man. Yo, they started out really bad this year and have started climbing back up a little bit. I don't know. I don't think they're going to make the playoffs this year, but they're climbing back up. They're climbing back. They were definitely really bad at this start. I like Mike Yeo, but I think it was time to move on from him, and I'm kind of glad they fired him. But we'll touch more hockey later. Rangers outscore the Hurricanes 6-2. Blue Jackets are hot and win against the Devils 4-1. Canadians, the Devils. Canadians come up with a 5-1 win against the Panthers. Red Wings come on top over the Ducks 3-1. Predators destroyed the Stanley Cup reigning champions 7-2. Man, I'm telling you, the Predators are friggin' smoking right now. The Wild win in a wild one in a shootout against the Kings. That one was pretty cool. I watched the highlights for that one. That one was a good one. And then the Jets win 4-1 against the Golden Knights. Lightning win 2-0 over the Stars. And Sharks win 5-2 over the Penguins. My top 5 rankings for the NHL right now are Tampa Bay, Calgary, Winnipeg, San Jose, and Nashville. And Nashville's rising. Nashville's killing it. You need to start peeping out on some hockey for me. We're going to start talking some hockey. We're going to start talking some NHL. Yo, the guys at the Game Changer Sports Network are covering a lot of paintball. We're going to start talking about some paintball stuff. We're going to start talking about more wrestling. I want to talk about when does rugby start?
Okay, so rugby never really stops. But there's
American League
on the international side of things. It's mostly a lot of tournaments. So the next good chunk to watch some rugby is going to be not this weekend, but the weekend following. The 26th and 27th?
Yeah.
That's when the men's sevens tournament starts in Las Vegas.
Okay.
There's going to be a men's sevens tournament
in Seattle, isn't there?
No, that's a men's 12 match against Uruguay. That's not a tournament. That's just a straight up 1-to-1 match.
Okay.
But it's going to be in New Zealand.
Oh, okay.
And then there's the men's sevens tournament in Las Vegas.
Okay.
I think 2 weeks after that, maybe a week after. I don't know. But yeah, rugby is coming up. And in case you didn't see the video where I talked about the Cape Town Sevens tournament, for the first time in team history, the men's Eagles Sevens team is ranked number 1 in the world.
I like it.
So it's a good time if you haven't never followed rugby to start following it now. It's a good game.
All right. Well, dude, I want to be paying a little bit more attention to the rugby, man. I do. Let's start covering some of this rugby. Let's start covering some of this. Start talking about more sports just as a general, because we're coming to a head
out here, Devin. I'll burn it.
We're coming to a head on the NFL season, guys, and our segments aren't going to be an hour and a half long like it was today, because we talked about the NFL for way longer than I thought we were going to.
Yeah, I thought that was going to be like a 20-minute thing.
Yeah, so did I. But guys, we're talking interference sports. We're gonna start talking about other sports than football. So gear it up, get ready. Thanks to the Game Changer Sports Network, guys, man. Seriously, we signed a 2-year contract with them, so we're gonna be on the Game Changer Sports Network for at least 2 more years, hopefully longer. But
stuck with us for 2 more years.
Stuck with us here for 2 more years, guys. We're excited.
Oh, yeah.
Very excited.
It's going to be good. It's going to be a good 2 years.
If you guys like watching the show and legitimately like watching it, make a Twitch account. Make a Twitch account and start watching us on Twitch, because we're going to start moving the quality of the show until we get a little bit more money in the bank towards our show. The quality of the Facebook feed is going to go down and the Twitch is going to go up, because we're going to be transferring over to Twitch here soon. It's going to happen. So make a Twitch account. Get down on Twitch. Start watching some Twitch. Watch us on Twitch. That's just Twitch. Follow the Game Changer Sports Network on Instagram. Follow them on Twitter. That photographer that you were talking about, Devin, those photos were awesome. But we're talking for sports. I don't know. Do you got anything else to add?
No. Oh, Swedes won in dodgeball.
Swedes won in dodgeball. I like it, Dennis. Hey, and if you guys want us to cover something,
even though Austria is the defending champions,
hit up Instagram Live. Man, our videos are too long for Instagram Live. Do guys follow all of our stuff too? Talk Interference Sports is on Twitter, on Instagram, on Grindr. You know?
Yeah, and I don't take Ambien, so I won't get any of those weird tweets or
yeah.
whatever.
We don't take Ambien and make weird tweets. So yeah, shout out Roseanne Barr.
Oh, just a mess of a human.
Jeez.
Oh.
Yeah, we're here at Game Changer Sports Network for the next 2 years, guys. So I know I'm repeating myself, and I need to cut the video off. But I just love talking to you guys, man. I like this, and we're excited.
Absolutely.
So thank you, all of the guys that regularly come and show and watch us, man. I know, we lost connection during this, and you guys still came back.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks,
so
Lassie.
you guys are awesome. Dennis, Devin, I love seeing you guys arguing. I hope you get a pay-per-view fight going. We'll cover it.
Yeah. We'll get Dos Equis in there or something.
Yeah. Tecate.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Not Dos Equis, Tecate. Yeah.
All right, guys. We love you. See you guys.
See you later.
Peace.